Hello guys, I'm Gaming at I'm reacting to Girl Caught Faking as KATSEYE for Money by Dhar Mann Studios. That's also next to the channel and the video description. As always, let's begin, shall we?
You better believe I'm still.
Also, what's up with this random censor bar in the middle? What's up with it? Like, this doesn't even seem like it's supposed to be censoring something specific. It's just censoring the middle of the screen for no reason. So, DharMann, did something wrong happen with your editing team or something?
Still.
Cut! For the last time, you don't get to call cut.
What was that?
I'm sorry. I just.
Just what? You're not smart enough to memorize a stupid line?
I'll do it again, and I'll get it right this time. I promise, Uncle Burke.
Yeah, you better get it right this time, you little good-for-nothing.
Leave him alone!
Back off!
You're scaring him.
He should be scared. And you better show some respect if you want a little agreement to continue. I'm just messing with you, okay?
Yeah, look, let's make something very clear. A kid doing this type of stuff is very normal because guess what? Whatever you see in TV shows or movies, whether animated or live action, whatever it is, what you see is never the first take. Rarely, if ever, do they actually get what they want first try. They always try multiple times until they get just what they want. You'll never never hear of a TV show where everything was recorded once and that's it. Because imagine how horrible that would sound. Because guess what? Especially if it's a new TV show with new characters and all that the voice actors still don't have experience with, they will take a while until they get the voice just right. Especially since, let's be honest, most voice actors at least try to change up their voice slightly. You know? Especially if they've had roles before, they try to change up their voices slightly. So because of that, you'll find out most of the time what you're watching is never the first take. Because, like, I'm telling you, if behind the scenes was released and you could see what the first take was like, as if what if the show was recorded with the first take, I can guarantee you that would sound absolutely horrible. Because never is something actually perfect from the first take. You need to try multiple times until you get what you need. So him being mad at his, I think, cousin because because the kid just called him uncle, right? Like him getting mad at his cousin for not getting it. I don't know. Of course, don't know if this is his first try or anything. But like, try until you find what you want. You getting mad at him will do nothing good. But anyway,
Okay. Let's take 5. I believe Nolan needs a minute. You and your sister better never embarrass me in front of everyone ever again. Do you hear me? Ever again.
yeah, you'll often find this with parents in general. Of course, where you are, where you are obviously makes it either more noticeable or less noticeable. It's that like parents or I guess like this is an uncle, but like since his uncle is his guardian, it still applies. So like the parents think that, oh yeah, me taking my child's hand in front of the others will definitely show that I'm a good parent. No, it won't. Because here's the thing. Obviously, you might have known this, but like when you're outside, you generally want to be on your best behavior because after all, like I know that in the West in general, this idea is less prevalent, but like where I'm from and probably where you are from too, the idea is that whenever a child, even if they're a teen, like until you're an adult, or even then when you're an adult, if you're acting terribly or if you're not being the best that you can be, it often reflects on the parent. Like they don't think, oh yeah, this child is horrible. He's a bad person. Of course they think that, but then the thought goes to his parent didn't raise him right. And that obviously looks bad on the parent. But these parents honestly sometimes take it the wrong way because they take an issue that sometimes go from like these like the whether it's the uncles, the aunts, the grandparents, whatever, like they could be minding your own business and then the kid makes a mistake and then out of nowhere the parent takes the kid's hand or whatever and like the kid immediately gets desperate and tries to explain themselves. I guarantee you, like to any parent that has ever done this, I guarantee you that if you're a kid and your parent, whether it's your dad or mom, probably the dad, but like if your parent has ever done this, let me guarantee you, them doing this to you, if anything, caught the other's attention way more than the act itself. Trust me, I can speak from experience. parents trying to like discipline their kids. I'm not talking to the point of hitting or anything, but like taking your hand and making you know that you did something wrong. That type of act, like it never works the way they intended to do it, because it never works the way they intend to do it, because like the grandparents and the uncles and all that know that if the parent is catching your hand like this, then you did something wrong, and that will reflect badly on you. Is it me or did I go off topic? But like basically the point here is that if anything, the uncle embarrassed himself, because like if you scream at your kid like that, again I know this is his cousin, but still he's technically the kid's guardian, so it still applies. But like if you're this strict and this cruel at your cousin like that, it reflects badly on you, not the opposite. Don't act as if he did anything wrong, and even if he did something wrong, you going at it like this in front of the others will reflect badly on him way more than if you just stayed shut. Because I guarantee you guys, most of the time whenever you make a mistake, even if it's in broad daylight, most of the other family members probably have something else to do that makes them not focus on you at the moment. But if your dad, for example, takes your hand suddenly, they all know that, yep, you did something wrong, buddy. You definitely did something wrong. You get my point? But anyway.
Ever again. Do you hear me? Ever again. What's this junk? What is this? He can't taste this. He needs a clean diet to stay in tip-top shape. And after the break, I want a perfect performance, Nolan. Did you hear me? Perfect!
Hey. No, it's okay.
I'm sorry I messed up.
You did great. I'm so proud of you.
Leave him alone. He needs to focus.
There must be something we can do.
The courts don't like to change their mind.
Okay, look, I might as well make this clear. Like, I don't get why like the uncle is insistent on the kid being in tip top shape, because like first of all, a little fat never hurt. Trust me, as long as you get the correct size clothes, then trust me, they don't have to be an extra large. You don't have to go that far, but like, trust me, clothes can hide a bit of fat, buddy. Like, it's not like the moment my stomach gets slightly rounder, it's suddenly noticeable. Trust me, it's not. like you'd have to get really fat for it to be genuinely noticeable, at least most of the time. Because heck, even if you get kind of fat, you can probably hide it relatively easily. So like, where's the problem? I kind of get it with the women models, because let's be honest, the models who are women, like these models show off their body a lot more than the men. Let's be honest. So yeah, I know that the standards for them are still unrealistic, but like at least you can tell why they got unrealistic. It's because when you show off your body a lot more, stuff like fat is a lot more easy to catch, isn't it? But anyway.
When our parents died, I was barely 18. I get that. But I spent the past 2 years building a life that can support him. I have a job. I have a place with a room for him.
All that's great, but it's just not enough. Keep working. Try again in a few months.
But Nolan is hurting now.
Unless you come to the courts with evidence of abuse, we're just going to have to take the long road.
I mean, honestly, you can't blame them. Like, I feel like the only people who would blame them are the kids who don't understand how the law works. Like, obviously, in this type of situation, heck, even in the current situation, if the law were to pick between the sister who's like, I guess she says barely 18, and then she's like, now it's been 2 years, so like, I'd assume she's like either 20 or 21, maybe 19, something like that, like maybe 20. So like, she's 20 years old at the moment. Tell me, if the law had to choose, would the law choose an uncle who already has a stable life, or a sister who's just started? Like, I know she hasn't just started, like, she's been doing it for a while now, but let's be honest. Compared to an uncle who's probably in his 50s at this point, like, a sister being in her 20s sounds like she's just started, you know what I mean? So, like, for this type of scenario to work, Like, of course, since she's now eligible, but she wasn't back then. Like the law said, she has to bring evidence to show that yes, she's a better candidate than the uncle, because back then, like it was said, the uncle was the technically the only good candidate. Like, that's basically it. She has to bring evidence. Okay, did I? I don't want to turn into Captain Obvious. I don't want to do that. Look, I maybe slipped up a bit here, but like, look, if this is your first video here, I'm gonna tell you right away, I'm not the type of person who's Captain Obvious. I don't spend the entire 30 or 40 minutes or however long this video is gonna be just talking about the obvious. And if I do that, I'm sorry. I sometimes slip up to try to make my point more clear, even if I just suddenly realize that I don't even have a point in the first place. But like, it happens to all of us, but like, I guarantee you, I'm not Captain Obvious, and that's not my channel. Please keep watching, please. But anyway.
Come to the courts with evidence of abuse, we're just going to have to take the long road.
I need 3 auditions lined up for Nolan by the end of the week, okay? Or I'm gonna make it your problem personally.
I told you I was working on it, and I am working on it.
Nolan needs to be on a news show before the news of this cancellation breaks. Do you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah? And why don't you tell your kid to work on his attitude before he gets another show? Doesn't seem like he even wants to act.
Okay, I can pretty much guess what's happening. Basically, the kid was into acting. He was doing really good at it, and his uncle decided to make use of it. But here's what happens: if you suddenly turn it into work, as if work I don't want to do, or you make it way more stressful than it needs to be, then you're gonna make the kid hate it. It doesn't matter what the kid is into. Like, heck, even an adult. Let's say you're a kid who's now an adult wants to get into acting, like like this. Maybe they're really talented and they're really into it, stuff like that. So they would enjoy it. But then if you keep hammering them all the time with requirements that you have to be perfect and all that stuff, they're gonna hate it. They're gonna lose their love for acting because this isn't the acting they wanted. They didn't want to be stressed all the time. And that's with anything in general. It doesn't have to be acting. But anyway.
Oh, look at that. Just the man I was looking for. You don't look happy to see me, Burke. Why is that?
What makes you say that, Tony? I'm always happy to see you.
That must mean you have got my money.
I'm working on it. I promise, and pick up as soon as Nolan books another show. Okay?
You said that last time.
I know, but this time it's going to pan out. We just need a little more time from Nolan, and the clients will come streaming in. Guaranteed, you're gonna be rolling in those.
Hey, look. We wouldn't want things to go ugly, right?
Oh, hi!
Okay, so basically they're trying... What the heck is that? Yep.
Did you just...
That's why I kind of try to look for a better frame, because that's what happens when you take frame rate like this, because unlike animation, this stuff isn't made with frame rate in mind, so you get what just happened. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I like the fact that the uncle, they tried to give him a reason for why he's so hard on the kid, because like, even though I don't like it when I try to make people sympathetic all the time, watch my other videos for proof, like, I would like to give it a pass this time, because every time we've seen this type of story, the parent or the guardian in general is always just doing it for money and nothing else. Doesn't even have to be because they have a loan to pay for or anything, just money. So like, for this time, I'm willing to give DharMann a pass, because because it's a version where the parent or the guardian actually has a reason for being so hard on the kid. Even though I would usually hate it, I don't hate it this time, because unlike the other times, this hasn't been overdone yet. Because trust me, when it comes to DharMann, you don't know if he's gonna overdo it or not. Like, he made entire tropes. But anyway.
Move in?
Yes, I did, and I'm happy to be here.
I'm Jasmine. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm Miss Lola. I'm so glad to meet you.
Oh, hey, Bert. That's your new neighbor, Lola.
Great. And what are you doing here?
Taking Nolan to school?
He's not going.
What?
He's got to focus on his auditions.
You can do that.
He wants to.
No one loves school. All his friends are there. Are you sure you really want to do this?
Yeah, this is what I want.
See? I know what's best for my client.
You mean your nephew?
Yeah, that too.
What about schoolwork? You just cannot educate him.
Oh my gosh. No, don't worry. I'm gonna teach him.
You are not a teacher.
Duh, but I know math and stuff. It'll be great.
Guys, this is breaking the law. The Kurd won't like this.
The Kurt isn't coming to check over something like this. They trust me to look after Nolan. And if we don't leave now, we're gonna be late for the audition, so let's go.
Break a leg.
Thanks, babe.
Call me later.
Okay.
Stay away from her.
Great. But do you think we could do it again? And this time, I would like to see it with a little more feeling. Like somebody is taking something from you that you want to keep.
Stay away from her.
Nolan, you need to calm down.
I'm trying. I'm just really tired.
I don't care. Again.
I think we could just take a break.
Stay away from her.
You did great, Nolan. Thank you for coming in.
I can't believe you blew another big chance. You're worthless!
Maybe if I just took a break. Just a couple of days. I haven't had a break in months.
You know what? I took you in because I thought you were ready to make it big. But if you're not willing to put in the work as an actor, maybe I'll just drop you off at CPS on the way home so you can get that most needed recharge in foster care.
I just want to live with Jasmine.
I know you do, which is why I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen. So stop whining and start performing. Let's go.
I'm sorry, like, what are you trying to accomplish here? Like, honestly, I don't know why they added the part where he's kind of indebted to loan sharks or something, because that makes this make even less sense. Because generally, think about it. This man is depending on this kid to make him money to be able to pay the loan sharks. But then he tells the kid that he's worthless. He tells Nolan that he's worthless and all that. Buddy, you don't want to tell that to your moneymaker. You don't bite the hand that feeds you, buddy. And yeah, technically Nolan isn't the hand that feeds you, but at the same time, he kinda is. Because like he's depending on Nolan to get the money to be able to pay the loan sharks. So yeah, I feel like it's getting a little complicated, but hey.
Which is what I mean. Let's go. What do you want?
I forgot to give Nolan his scarf back. He left it at my place.
Thanks.
Can I get a picture? No, girls. I'm not Lara from KATSEYE.
Sorry.
It's okay, no worries. This happens to me every time I wear pigtails.
Make the friendship bracelets. Make the friendship. Make the friendship bracelets. Make the friendship bracelets. Make the friendship bracelets.
Oh, hi there. I'm your new neighbor, Miss Lola.
Nice to meet you.
If you don't mind me asking, what's got you so stressed? You have a big frown on your face.
I have a big audition I can't afford to blow.
You're putting too much pressure on yourself. There will be other auditions. Don't worry. Just do your best.
I wish it was that simple. I either book a role before my show ends, or I in foster care.
Oh, you know what? My grandson is having a birthday party next week. And I know he'd love if you would come. It's cat themed.
I love cats.
Ooh, I really hope. Bert, I was just inviting Nolan to my grandson's birthday party next week.
Too bad, he can't go. He's got too much to do to waste time on little kid nonsense.
I understand. I hope I'm not overstepping, but I think that you're pushing Nolan a little too hard, and he should be allowed to be a kid.
You're right. You are overstepping.
I know a little bit about these things, and this never ends well.
I see. Mind your own business. Come on, Nolan. I need your help in something.
Okay, I might as well comment on this. I get why DharMann changed it, but like, if you guys don't know, usually he leaves the older titles here for some reason. I guess when the editors edit this, they think, oh yeah, the chapters aren't worth it, so they just don't change it. But Selfish Dad is supposed to be... What the... Okay, I know why they changed it. Like, usually I don't get why DharMann changes his titles, because if anything, sometimes the older title works more. But with this one, I just get why he did it, because like Selfish Dad... Did you watch the first 10 seconds? It's made very clear that this guy is his uncle, not his dad. But anyway.
Okay, what's going on? You never invite me to these dinners.
Relax. You think that low of me? Fine. I do have a personal important matter to discuss with you.
I knew it. Okay, hurry up and just tell me the reason why I'm here. The real reason.
Okay. Here goes. I'm part of this group that's trying to raise money for a new children's hospital. For that purpose, we're hiring a group of celebrities to do, yes, awesome, to do a personal presentation tomorrow. You know, sign autographs, have pictures taken, all part of the fundraising. Problem is that they cancel at the last moment.
I'm sorry, but I don't know any celebrities.
Oh, but you look like one.
You do.
Doesn't she?
Yeah.
Just pretend to be Lara from that famous girl group. Sign some autographs, have some selfies taken. Make those kids very happy.
Are you crazy? I can't do that.
Sure you can. And people will be thrilled with you.
No.
Yes. And if you help me with this, I am willing to sign over custody of Nolan to you.
Wow.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Would you do that?
Of course.
Why?
Okay,
Come
wait,
on
what
now. It's for the...
Okay, might as well make this very clear. I feel like these characters should have learned about it by this point. But like whenever you make a promise or make a deal with a person you don't trust, always bring a contract with you, because guess what? Unlike a promise or something that's only on words, a contract is enforceable. Like think about it. It's like whenever a paper is involved or like something important like a contract is involved, you have to enforce it. This isn't just something you can forget about. A promise can be forgotten. I'm gonna give you another example when it comes to relationships. When someone is in a relationship, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, stuff like that, like, because of the fact that the relationship isn't on paper like a contract or a marriage contract or whatever, one of them could easily end the relationship with something as simple as, I'm breaking up with you. Simple as that. Meanwhile, for marriages, because those actually have contracts, it isn't as simple as that, because now, for example, since the wife might technically have her husband's name because of the contract, it's gonna be a lot more complicated than I'm breaking up with you because it's on paper, and also because it's kind of enforceable. Like it's like you being married is part of the law now. It's kind of the same thing when it comes to contracts and when it comes to deals. When you make a deal on words, none of the parties none of the parties are required to acknowledge it. None of the parties are required to enforce it, because who's gonna force them? With a contract, you are forced to abide by it, or else you are breaking the law. But when it comes to words, I mean, you can't. Who's gonna enforce them? Who's gonna punish the person who doesn't do their part of the deal? Like genuinely, just do something, anything. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention this before we begin again, but like basically my main point, so that if you're confused, she should make a contract with him so that he actually has to stick by his word and doesn't just leave her last minute, because like usually the reason why you don't want to be the person who does their part of who does their part of the deal first is because the other person could easily just say bye bye and not do it, because again, without a contract, who's gonna enforce it? Who's gonna punish the person who doesn't do their part? No one.
Kid's happiness. Besides, I know Nolan wants to be with you. He said it himself. So I'm just giving the boy what the boy wants.
I mean,
Nope, I know what's happening. No.
Great. Keep those sunglasses on always.
All right, everyone. Unfortunately, Laura lost her voice, so please refrain from speaking with her. Come on up and get your autographs.
Okay, I might as well make this clear. So, again, contract. Because I'm honestly surprised that she thinks that the uncle has enough dignity to actually abide by the contract. Because, like, again, who said he has to abide by it? Like, when it comes to to the law, people have to understand this. There's a difference between a promise and a contract / deal. A promise can easily be broken. Who's gonna, tell me, if I break a promise, unless the person shuns me and makes me have to forgive them or whatever, besides that, how am I gonna get punished for it? I mean, barely anything. After all, this isn't a contract. No one's gonna punish me for it. Maybe besides the person themselves, but again, that's not part of the point. Meanwhile, in a contract, these contracts are enforceable by law as long as they're considered valid. Like, both parties knowing what they're signing up for. So if you don't know, these types of contracts where a person signs up for something that they didn't know about, like or let's say making them sign under the influence, yeah, no. Just no. Like, them not reading the contract is on them, but like if you're signing with someone under the influence or someone who just clearly can't make a contract, like being underage, then yeah, you just can't. But I feel like I went a little off topic, so anyway.
Boy. Come on up and get your autographs.
Focus on how much you're helping the kids with the new hospital. And that's gonna make it easier next time.
Next time?
Yes, you're free Wednesday, right?
I thought this was a one-time thing.
Well, the thing is that we're not at the fundraising goal just yet.
Your other celebrities drop out?
You know what? How about if both of you go out to dinner on me? For your help. Have a great time.
remember when Dad used to dip his fries in ranch?
Ew, that was so gross. And we will complain all the time.
He would always say, "It's not my fault I'm the only one with taste buds."
Hey, what's wrong?
When can I move in with you?
I'm working on it, I promise. Actually, work say that you can move in with me next month.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anyway. Yeah.
In fact,
It's work. He wants you at home in 10 minutes.
I don't want to go yet.
I'm sorry, but we cannot afford to get work yet. Not after he finally agreed to give me the custody. It was nice to see you, Lola. Let's go.
Okay, sorry, that one was by accident.
No. What made you so happy? Oh, come on, Bert. Honey. Face me like a man.
Wait, wait. I need just a little more time.
That's getting old.
No. Nolan has another audition tomorrow. He's got this one in the back. Wait. And there is another angle to the whole thing. And it could be a lot more money than the show.
Oh, that what made you happy, huh? Congratulations. This buys you 1 more week. See you later, Burke.
1 week isn't enough time to put the money together. I know it, and he knows it.
Well, what do?
Well, I have to leave.
What?
Yeah, I gotta scrape, as much money as I can for the next few days and then just get out of town. Try to disappear.
Well, what about Nolan and Jasmine?
Well, of course, we are going to leave them behind. Finally getting rid of all those 3 major headaches all at the same time. Perfect. Oh.
I've wanted to meet you literally my entire life.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wait, last time I checked, isn't this a crime? No, like, okay, like, guys, tell me this because I know this is a different scenario, but would this technically count as identity theft? Like, I know this isn't the same thing because usually identity theft is stuff like, impersonating you using an ID and stuff like that, but like, wouldn't this technically count as identity theft? I think it does, so like, they're committing a crime here, huh? Don't they? Anyway.
Think we made enough for the hospital?
I'll tell you when we have enough. Just be ready for another event when I come back from Nolan's audition.
No way, I can't believe you just blue shelled me.
Nolan, get back to studying your lines.
I know my lines.
Really? You want to test that? You know what happens if you fail?
Thanks for letting me play.
We need to talk.
Mark, open the door! Leave!
What? I was taking a nap.
Where is Bark? I need to speak with him.
I don't know. He said something about a new contract for Nolan.
Signing a contract without me?
I guess.
I'm gonna be his guardian in a few weeks. I should be there.
I'm gonna go back to sleep.
I mean, she knows as much as the next guy that it doesn't really matter if you're gonna be his guardian in a couple of weeks. What matters is that since Nolan is underage, only the current guardian matters. It doesn't matter if you're gonna be his guardian in a couple weeks. What matters is that you're not his guardian at the moment. But anyway.
I think we just signed the deal that's going to launch your career, Nolan. Huh? How about that?
Okay, this is off topic, but like, please, guys, tell me, is what I'm adding technically being Captain Obvious? Because if it is, just tell me. Like, I'm trying to improve. I'm always trying to improve, but I rarely get any feedback. I'll admit I've already changed my style to accommodate being better, but like, I need to hear more feedback. Like, please, just give me more. I want to improve. I need to improve. It's just that, how can I improve if there isn't anyone telling me improve this, improve that? But anyway.
High life, here we come.
How could you?
Whoa, calm down.
You lie to me about the hospital, and now my name is being dragged to the mud. And then I'm finding you're signing a contract for Nolan without me? What about our agreement?
Okay, I was going to surprise you, but since you're getting so dramatic, here. I was looking out for both of you, okay? I set up a trust account so Nola's money will be saved, and you will have access to it once you become his guardian. With that.
Really?
Yes. I even gave a copy to your lawyer.
But you still lie to me.
Listen, it was all a misunderstanding. The internet is full of crazies. I'll work it out. Don't worry.
But...
How about if we meet tomorrow at your lawyer's office so I can sign over custody? Does that work for you?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Read it. There has to be something wrong. I'm telling you, there has to be something wrong. But, like, yeah.
The money was cleared this morning.
Typical. We don't need the money, it's fine.
And then there's the custody agreement.
Is there a problem with it?
You could say that. It doesn't exist. He never sent it over, and when I talked to the judge, he said Burke never intended to give you custody. He's relinquishing him to CPS. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, what did you expect? Look, I'm sorry, but, like, she's at fault. Like, you're telling me that she trusted Burke to genuinely give custody over. To genuinely give custody over to her that easily? Really? This man that you never trusted? Like, I'm surprised she didn't force her to make a contract right then and there. I'm sorry, but, like, she should know that he's not to be trusted since, remember, she's known this for the past 2 years. This isn't a new development. Like, this isn't a new development in the slightest. She knows that he isn't to be trusted, and yet she took his word for it instead of actually making a contract. Because remember, a contract, as long as it reinforces all the requirements, as long as it fits all the requirements, is enforceable by law. It takes it as your word. But words themselves mean nothing. It's up to the person themselves whether they want to adhere to it or not. But the law doesn't force them to do it because technically under the law, you never made any sort of agreement in the first place. But anyway.
Let him go! We had a deal.
Not after the judge saw your video about your little KATSEYE scam. After that, I don't think you're ever gonna get custody of Nolan.
But how he didn't even see that?
I showed him, of course.
Ma'am, you're under arrest for suspicion of fraud.
But I didn't do it! My uncle lied to me. He's the one who took the money.
I don't know what she's talking about.
He's behind everything. I was just trying to protect my brother.
Prove it.
Wait, I can prove it. Contrary to your assumptions about me, I'm a retired U.S. attorney, and my specialty was child labor law. I have been documenting everything.
Do I count this as a coincidence? Like, do I do it or do I not? You know what? I'll give Dhar Mann this, like, just for once. Like, I know that I haven't recently acted on him for any coincidence. Maybe it's because I skipped the videos that do have coincidences, but, like, hey. Like, the only reason I'm giving this one a pass is that I don't know how they could have circumvented that one. Like, I usually criticize Dhar Mann for coincidences that didn't need to happen, where the video could have worked just fine without them. But with this one, I understand. Obviously, she had to be a child labor lawyer, because lawyers have different professions for a reason. It's not like the rule book is easily understood. You have to know different intricate laws. So if someone were to want to be all in one, they would never be good at everything. Remember, jack of all trades, master of none. Like, I know you guys always hear about jack of all trades, but there's always a second term. Master of none. It's kind of similar to the customer is always right, where you hear that part, right? Like, you always heard it, but did you hear the full thing? The customer is always right in terms of taste. Did you ever hear that second part? That's actually true. Look it up. Basically, it means that the customer's always right when it comes to the taste. Like, if a customer tells you your steak tastes bad, then they're likely right. Because, like, if you're saying no, it's good, then it's likely your pride getting in the way. Not that they're judging you terribly. But, like, anyways, let's continue, shall we?
I witnessed with your mistreatment of Nolan, and I've shared it with the police. I also wrote a letter of recommendation for Jasmine, and she has been appointed Nolan's legal guardian. I also shared some other evidence with the captain as well.
Okay, no. No. Don't you dare pull that. No. Like, all of this has happened in the same day. Let's be honest. The law and police in general aren't so fast that this change can happen this quickly. Like the lady from a moment ago, like the secretary or the lawyer or the attorney or whatever, she just said a moment ago that the child was gonna get put in CPS and all that. How did that suddenly change from this to her being appointed the legal guardian to the sister being appointed the legal guardian in like a couple of hours at most? Or like maybe half a day at most. Because look, all of us know that the law isn't this quick. You can't just simply go from, oh yeah, she can't be recommended anymore because of the scam to, oh yeah, because we received a letter of recommendation and evidence, that means that she's immediately the guardian. That's not how it works. Like, yeah, it's kind of how it works, but like, not this quickly. This stuff would take like a couple of days or something to be processed. Trust me, the law isn't that fast. Genuinely, it's not. Like, you heard the lady herself, like, it would take like you like a couple of months. Even if they received a letter of recommendation and all that, it would still like would take what? I know this is estimation from me. I'm not a lawyer or anything like that. I'm obviously not a lawyer. But like, I would estimate that it would take them like a week, maybe even more. Again, this is completely a guess. I'm not a lawyer. I'm disclosing it right now. I am not a lawyer. I'm way too young to be a lawyer. But like I said, like it just isn't that quick. Whether it takes a couple of days, a week, a month, I don't care. What matters is that it can't be this quick. It just can't.
Suspicion of fraud, neglecting child labor laws, including the Coogan Act.
Of course.
Actually, I'll be more than happy to sort this out at the station.
Yeah. We all know. But anyways, I might as well get a good frame. You know what? Good frame. So, basically, let's do this. First of all, this title, complete clickbait. I'm sorry. Like, let's look at the original title. So, the original title was Selfish Dad. Okay, what was the title again? Let me check the chapters. Selfish dad forces boy to be actor. If we remove the dad part and just make it uncle, then that's correct. That's essentially what's happening. But girl caught faking as KATSEYE for money? Yeah, first of all, that was part of the main act, not the main act. Because remember, if a title was meant to lure you in, it has to be the main act, not just a part of it. You know what I mean? It has to be the main act. And what is the main act for this video? Oh yeah, the uncle. I know this is that, but like, let's pretend this says uncle. Selfish uncle forces boy to be actor. That is absolutely true. That's what's said happening all video. But this just isn't it. First of all, for money, really. Like, I know this is meant to grab clicks and all that, but still, this is straight up clickbait. Like, usually, like lately, I've been using clickbait as a technicality. Like, oh yeah, this isn't the main event at all, so it doesn't count on that type of stuff. But like, this is blatant clickbait. I don't think I need to convince any of you guys that it's clickbait. Like with the others, I use excuses like, oh yeah, this isn't part of the main event, and I'm not saying that just to make DharMann look bad. Trust me, I give praise to DharMann when it's needed. I'm not one of those channels who just focuses on the negativity. It's just that I normally don't comment on positivity unless it's something new. But with this one and the others, like they're either the event technically happened, but it isn't the main event, or like they straight up either rephrase it or the event straight up never happened. Trust me, the rephrasing thing, this is definitely one of those, because yeah, she got caught faking as KATSEYE for money, but like there's kind of context here. Like saying for her nephew would be for her brother. I forgot he was her brother for a second. Like for her brother would make a lot more sense, but I guess it's like they put in money to grab clicks, which again, I kind of understand. DharMann has to make money for it to continue, and obviously if his channel dies, my channel, even if it's still non-existent, will die as well. But like, still, DharMann, try to do better than this. Because trust me, guys, I do not want DharMann to fail. If DharMann fails, whether it's now, next year, or the next 5 years, I'm going down with him. Trust me, the last thing I'd want is for him to fail. Like, come on, if you guys ever thought that my intention is to make him look bad so that he fails, trust me, it's not. Because if I manage to do that, I basically taken out my own channel because again, like for now at least, my channel is only DharMann videos. Like maybe in the future when my channel grows, I'll expand into other stuff. But for now, because DharMann is consistent and makes stories which are the easiest to react to, I'm focusing only on him. So if now or heck even the next year, if this channel is going by the rate it's going, if he disappears, I'm disappearing along with him. My channel is done for because what am I gonna make content about? Anything else is pretty random and unpredictable. Like basically I make this short. Basically, I'm gonna go down Darman if he goes down because like he's predictable. He makes videos in a consistent pace, and he makes stories which are obviously the easiest to react to. Which if I'm trying to grow an audience, that's kind of what I need. But like anyways, back to the video itself. The video was good. Like it's good, and I'll admit doesn't have that many glaring issues. But like still, really, first of all, the uncle is confusing. Like he's going so hard on the kid when in fact it's kind of counterproductive. Or like maybe that isn't really a criticism because that could honestly happen in real life. For it to be criticism, it would have to be something that a person generally wouldn't do in real life. After all, I'm criticizing the video, not the character. If the character does something that a real person in their scenario would do, then I have no right to criticize the character because, well, that's to be expected in the story. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. On the left is my most recent video, and the right is the video YouTube recommends, as well as links to the channel and the video description. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.